Good evening, everybody. My mic is hot. I am Beej, and you're joining me on Play It Forward on the Loading Ready Run Endless Entertainment Network. We are playing more Shin-chan, me and the professor on summer vacation. There it is. Just so I don't get distracted by the music, I'm going to leave it on mute for a second. I want to say hi to everybody joining me tonight, and hi to you, of course, if you're watching this on the VODs. And if you like what we do here, which is play video games or also board games and tabletop and generally just horse around, you can support what we do through the Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. You can also go to the store.loadingreadyrun.com, and buy merchandise. We've got shirts and playmats and sleeves and all that good stuff. We also accept super thanks on YouTube. So if you go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/loadingreadyrun, or any of the channels that we also run, which are not just those, go look at the channels listing under Loading Ready Run. You'll see them all there. You can leave super thanks on videos. You can also become a member on the main channel, and that helps support the entire business as it operates, because boy, is it a business. And also I want to thank everybody on Twitch for your Twitch subscriptions and your Twitch bits. Also, if you have an Amazon Prime sub, you can use that Twitch Prime sub that's just sitting in the background. And I say this every time, twice during my streams, mostly because you never know who's going to show up and be like, oh, hell, right, I could do that. So we do these things every time so you guys, are aware. And I try to fly through it as fast as we could so nobody has to wait around too long to get to the actual meat of the situation. The secret is I'm the meat. Let's play more Shin-chan. Where we are at right now is the game crashed. When we start from the autosave, we will be an hour into our playtime.
夜は外に出ちゃダメよ。出たいときはママも行くから声をかけてね。声かけたぞ。
And now, cut saving, it says, so that's our autosave. And then it goes right to the stuff we went through before, and this is the climax of the entire game. So if you're tuning in right now to watch what's going to happen, this is the end of the game, essentially. So, yeah, you can... Thank you, Julian. I moved that chair a bit. That's nice. Didn't notice it when I was checking my own things. We're going to fly through this, though, pretty fast, so I apologize if it feels like, oh, there's, it feels like you're going really, really fast. It's like, yeah, that's because I am. There's no way to actually skip a lot of this just by holding down a button, I don't think. No. So it's just smash B. It all somehow works. I assume they were standing on their feet. They need to be like more terrifying roars. That head nod means they're married now.
So して今宵の宴が始まった。
王が眠る地に現れた竜。恋多き乙女と姉妹は伴侶を連れて立ち、 櫓の上に火を灯
Oh, we gotta see this part again. Very safe. Fire!
銀河は辛いカレーを食べて口から火を吹き、櫓の屋根に白い炎を灯します。するとそこから細い光の束が天に向かって伸びていき、
It's the aliens.
それは100キロ離れた福岡市内からも見えるものになったのです。
Nope, just gonna happen.
じりじりラジオを抜いて心に浮かべてダレル、イラム、マレシ、ロンロリカとヨラレやってこない時間と空間を超えて全ては一瞬の出来事である。
It's very like, there is only one truth, right?
.こうして全ての恐竜が過去の世界へ行きました。そして機械
Again, we're gonna skip through this stuff pretty fast. Even though I really like that music.
無駄
This is his old picture book.
彼がおやゆなおさ
All right, so there's one. I like how the kids look horrified. They're like, oh man, he didn't get to go to the theme park? That sucks, dude. Meanwhile, back in not the Cretaceous period, I have to imagine if you sent a dinosaur back to like a period that they didn't exist in, what would that have done?
古代の町の中心にあった日の宮櫓。当時九州を治めていたヒヒコの村に突然恐ろしい恐竜たちが現れて
All right, we're gonna go fast here. All right, she's gonna eat those. Wait, no, they're gonna coexist. All right, there's another one finished. All right, we have returned to this time. Let's draw on the diary. Curveball, always. No. I want to see if... Can I have the ability to save... Because we never tried to save offhand, right? We got 2 episodes left we haven't finished. There's Big Sis, Little Sis, Love Paparazzi. Yeah, don't know what those have to do with anything. Passage of time. Ooh, Christ, really? We could have done it slow. Let's display the license. It's all very important information. You know, if you just don't sit through the credits, you're really not letting everybody benefit from the... Wait, that's in the... What? MIT license, does that include the BSD license? Music Engine, UnitRx, Unitask, Unity-chan, Springbone, Xlua. Ah. What license is this? Oh, it is licensed under the MIT license. Cool. Android CMake under BST3 clause. A lot of Lua, some Cecil, Z string, and we're done. But there does not seem to be a way to save anything right now. Does it say anything about how to save the game here? No? Okay. Now you have lots of things to do. Check your progress and objectives. These are all the things you have to do. Yes, I was doing all the things you have to do. Just do them all. You should definitely do them all. Alright, well let's first try. Can I do any of this? Nice. I'm gonna go next door and give. I don't have enough carrots, do I? No. Okay.
元気さんで何をしに来たの？
I have 58. So if I take 41, it'll crash the game.
これでいい？お、こりゃ掘り出し物を買ったね。じゃあまた来てね。バイビー。
Okay, she didn't buy me right out of the whole thing, so that's good. Oh, you know what might actually tell me is the, So I think something weird just happened, is all. Yep. Change rod, confirm, submenu moved, There's nothing in here that says save, so that's fine. Interesting. Oh, neat. So if you use the D-pad, I'm pushing up, and he's spinning around. If I press down, he changes direction. Left makes him spin around that way. Right makes him spin around this way. Up just makes him do this. God, the chin's changing side is real weird. And then down just has him do a complete 180. Okay, so we could crack packs now. I think it's safe or it isn't. $41 cards. Let's open them. Was it 13, 20, 33, 50? Ah, we got 50. Thank Christ. Oh, it crashed after we opened them all. Okay, well, we're going to find out. That was 12. 46. $49, which we didn't need, but yeah. 41. 7. 28. I wonder if the townspeople will just continue to reenact this little thing every year with the festival. Because, I mean, that would be the fun thing to do, right? Commemorate a year ago when all this stuff happened. It'd be like, oh, we just built some big dinosaurs and marched them through the streets and... 25. Oh, we got some more left here. We should be doing okay. There's 20. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was during the purchasing process that everything crashed. 14, that's real close. Getting close. I don't think I need you, though. Another 50. Okay, we got two 50s now. 15's pretty close. 13! Is that everything? Is that all we needed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. We did it. We got them all. We got dupes of a lot of them too. Okay. I wonder if that's a thing. It is not. Let's go fishing. Maybe we can catch that ice fish. That would be nice. Come on. There we go. And again. There we go. Yeah, see the thing is that now that I have packs that I haven't opened, Shin-chan can just sit on those for a while, and when, like, in 20 years or so, he can turn around and flip them to people who have been playing the Dino card game at another time. What's weird to me is the professor was the one who made the robots that they could fight with.
Yay!
Which seems to be a pretty integral component to the whole Dino card game. But if that's the case, then did he make all the cards for the kids to buy Chocobi as well? Is that part of how he earns his money? Is that... Or was this like a game that uses different items to represent all the fighting somehow, or like a, maybe it's like a video game or something? And instead, it's like he just decided, no, it's more fun if the robots fight each other. Here, have some robots that fight each other, kids. You definitely won't get into any trouble about that. Is there a fish there? There is no fish there. I think there might be fish there. Looks like it. Also, the newspaper company is very, you know, successful, but who's the third person?
Yay!
Oh, I like that. Maybe it's an arcade game in a parallel world. That's cool. That would be neat if it was like the kids were collecting these cards, but they didn't know what to do with them, and so because they didn't have the arcade game in their town, but you could get them with Chocobi because they just get sent out with every Chocobi. And then the professor was like, "Huh, well, we could do something about that," and he built his own game for the kids to play. Oh my goodness. Okay, 3 fish. Does anybody know if there is actually a guide for this game? I'm asking chat right now. Chat, does anybody know if there is somebody who's filled out some sort of guide for this game that gives you a sense of where and when to catch all the fish and the bugs and stuff? Or is it literally like, well, I mean, there are some places you can only catch certain fish. We know that much. Like I can't catch a Japanese lotus here, but I can do it in like other parts of the river. And I think this is about the only place you can catch a rice eel. Just a Steam forum post with some tips. Oh, well, thank you, Julia Mon.
Yay!
Still caught a coelacanth. All right. We're just gonna get... Never mind. I'm gonna go this way, and we're gonna try to catch that fish. Oh, there's one in Japanese. Ah. I bet you I don't read Japanese well enough to actually figure it out.
Whoa!
I mean, if you have the wiki, share it, because when we take a commercial break, I could certainly go have a quick boo at it and see if I can make some sense of maybe some of the things it's telling me. Thank you. I just heard it land. I wasn't even sure if it was something. It was like, oh, I heard a thing, so I guess we do this now. I'm not burning a ton of stamina. I guess I haven't been doing that many changes. Okay, let's see. Close some stuff that I don't need open. That. Tomato, Yamamomo. Thought I heard it land. Momento fam. Wait, no. Yeah. Nothing else through there. There's a guy. All right, sakana. That too. I do like that they're all Japanese words, but they're all written in katakana. This is great. Kanebida. Koi. Yeah, that's carp. Tamoroko. I think there's no more fish in there. Come back this way. Okay, I found the Ariake ice fish. See, Ariake Shiraune Yamano. This can't be it. Is this really it? Ariake no. Yeah, that's probably it. Yamano. It's a place that's down from something. I'm probably in the wrong area fishing. Best I can tell. Also, it looks like it's only available in the morning. Yamanoshita. Foothills Farm. Oh my god, you're right. That makes sense, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, I can't get over there because you can't go near the river. And I think it's, given the table they have, there's an O in the first position. So I'm guessing the O in the first position means that that's a... let's have a look here. I want to be sure this is the same... Yeah, so it's that one with a 0 next to it on my screen right now. That's what I'm looking at. Ariake Shira. I always get this wrong. Shirao. Shirao. I probably have that wrong. I'm bad at katakana. But given that there's 4 spots on this little table it shows, and there's an O in the first one, I think that means that you can only catch it in the morning. Then again, the kanji has the radical for... God, it looks like it has the radical for kuruma and for tsuki, which is car, moon. That's supposed to mean morning. I have no idea. The moon is driving away? Like, I don't really get what that's supposed to be. All right, well, what else can we catch right now, maybe at this time of night? We've got, after the biwa trout... I've got, this is Yari, okay, so, Abura Pote, that is not it. That is an oily bitterling, okay. So these are not even in order of what they're in the book. Shit. I'd have to look at every individual one, won't I? Yeah. Yamane. That's the Masu salmon. You can't catch it in the afternoon. Interesting. Yarita Nago. That is a rosy... Why would the rose... No, it's slender bitterling. Okay. Yarita Nago. Let's see. Akane. Ooh, what are you? Oh, what are you? You got some nice frilly Japanese lattice. That's what we call them. So I guess I have to go to Foothills Farm, which means I have to go in the morning, which means I have to sleep. All right, so we're just gonna go sleep. Wait, is this the last evening we get? Oh, Travelog's table you're looking at looks to be in the same order. That's interesting. I don't know how to close the weather report for somewhere in Japan that I don't live. I can pause it. There we go. Now I have an X. This wiki sucks. It's just so much. It's just so much like cruft. That is that it? No, that's a biwa trout. I should be doing this on screen where you can see it. I apologize. Ayu. Nope. That Ayu is a Numa. No, it isn't. It's like a weird bullet looking thing. Way down at the... What is that thing? What is it? That's a sweet fish. Okay, Ayu is a sweet fish. Oh, there's your fish table. Okay, I will go look in that fish table. Is it the same one I'm in? Oh. Thank you, Travelog. Your fish table is different than my fish table. Same wiki, though. So what we're looking for is the Oyanirami. Something something soon soon. Oyami Rami. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oyari Rami. Free kanji. No something something soon soon. Something. That Shin-chan should be telling me something though. You can catch it in the morning and in the evening, but not at night, and not in the afternoon. That's Shin-chan. Shin-chan Bridge, Blue Iron Bridge. If I click on the locations, it should show me the... Oh, the big stone bridge. So I gotta get out there in the morning? Christ, I got a lot to run around to then if I'm gonna get there. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Maybe we should go to sleep. Maybe that would be the thing to do. There's probably not much I can do in this area. Because I'm only limited to like certain areas I can run around to. Oh. Oh, everyone gathered over here. Can't believe that picture book. That picture book was such a famous book. No idea until now. Wonder how much I could sell it for. Yes, okay. Look nothing like dinosaurs pressures. What? Just have different interpretations. That's the creator. Ah, that's cool. You'd have to buy it probably. We're gonna go to a rice ball economy. Now that all dinosaurs are gone, trains will be even more on time. There's robots. Oh, yeah, okay, he loves robots. Believe it and you can achieve it. And if you're hungry, bake it and you can eat it. It's probably just everybody says the same stuff. Yeah. One place I didn't go, I don't know if I can go. Yeah, there is a, I can't get in that way. Damn. Well, Cap caught me.
そろそろ家に帰らないとな。
I like that guy's voice. It's good. Okay. Dinosaur Butcher Book was a great book that filled my wildest dreams. Wonder how much I can sell it for. Sleep.
しんのすけ大好き。
Aw. Will you let me? Maybe we'll put it in a different spot. Oh, right.
素晴らしい今日が来た昨日の次だみんなで体操深呼吸ぐるりと回って1、2の3
Ah,
今日はヨヨコとサブローくんの結婚パーティー
it did feel empty without the dinosaurs, didn't it?
とは言っても普段着でのお食事会
That's fine.
明日しんのすけたちが春日部へ帰ってしまうから その前にやってしまおうという魂胆です。
Ah.
そこにやってきたのは悪の博士。友人代表として指揮を取り仕切るヒロシとミサエは
Wow.
悪の博士にも招待状を出していた。
Yeah, look at that. I just realized the giant. Thank you, Juliemon. The giant bowl of noodles, perhaps? The mountain of karaage.
愛する恐竜たちとタイムマシンを失って呆然自失の悪の博士にヒロシは笑顔でくじが入った四角い箱を差し出した。
大当たり。
博士が当てたのは
Hey.
遊園地東京ファミリー王国の2名様ご招待チケット。
He can go with his mom.
不意打ちの優しさに驚き感動する博士。
東京ファミリー王国の招待チケットが20枚。
No.
2枚よ。
我が輩は今強烈に感動している。
That's Melania that probably actually is potato salad. Weirdly, potato salad is also like a popular dish.
しかしファミリー王国といえばデートコースの定番中の定番。しかもファミリーであり王国。
Hey.
果たしてこんな老いぼれが軽い気持ちでホイホイ行くことが許される場所なのだろうか。
あれほど行きたいって言ってたくせ。
Oh, I'm sure they'll let you go.
大人になってもおにぎり持って母ちゃんと行けば楽しいぞ。
え？まあそうだな。確かに。
こんにちは。しんのすけくんが今まで書いてきた記事で博士が実はいい人だと知りました。
オラがいい人だなんてそれほどでも。
あんたじゃないから。
博士の素晴らしい発明の数々をうちの新聞で特集させてくれませんか。
素晴らしい発明。
はい、博士の発明はどれもが皆素晴らしいものばかりです。
Maybe not every one of them, but
わかりました。今までは取材が来ても全て断ってきましたが仕方ない。今回だけは特別
Oh,
に
man.
我が輩が許可いたしましょう。
the pain of being known, right?
しらじらしい。
ありがとうございます。
これで新聞の部数も売り上げも多分バッチリ伸びるはず。
見つめ合ってにっこり微笑むキャップさんとよしこちゃん。
It's true.
こうしてパーティーは無事最後まで滞りなく終わったのでした。
Ah. I think that's a new one. So we should be like one away. Okay. You didn't get 20 tickets, my dude, but that's fine. Yeah. All right, let's have a look at what's going on now. We've done almost all of these. Big sis, little sis. And we opened up Who's This Wedding For Anyway, but already closed it. Hey, omedetou! Everyone gathered to celebrate Ms. Yoyoko and Mr. Sabado's marriage. Congratulations! Are they really getting married? Ah. Professor is able to get the 2 tickets of his dreams. He seems really happy. If only he could have gotten 20. Can I give him more things now?
今日は
見て見て
I can. I can keep giving him
な
stuff.
かなかの記事だ。素晴らしい。
So today is the last day I have to... It's 80 yen.
では、しんのすけ記者、よろしくお願いしますね。
Talk to my parents, I think. Maybe. So you had the winning ticket. That would have been awful. Okay. Oh. We get to say goodbye to everybody, I guess. I was surprised when I peeked in and saw everyone wearing what they usually wear. So glad we can be nice and comfortable. Yeah, he has to work at the train station. Otherwise the trains can't arrive. So we didn't want to design new models. They say similar things. I wonder if that's like a real thing they do otherwise. I gotta get rid of some of this stuff.
おや
Yeah, we gotta talk too. I know it's your, I know it's your like wedding dinner, but we have to have a conversation about giving me my money. Ah, Jiro, a man after my own heart. Why? Hey kids. It is good food. Yes, they make good food here. No, I heard from you. Ii tenki da ne. Calm after the storm. Okay, let's go this way. Let's go this way. I like the watermelon punch. That's a cool touch. Lalico. No, Yoyoko, I guess. It's the happiest day of my life. There we go. Yeah. I did do well. How about another one?
かさよ
Anything else to say? No? Okay. I don't know what we're gathered here for. This celebration's for me and Yoyoko today. What's the party for? We're missing people still. Oh, nobody's in here. That's weird. Okay, we got to get over to the... Oh, Shido's not there. Okay, we're gonna go this way. We gotta get to the farm. Oh, I should have gone the other way. Damn it. Okay. Oh, Shido was inside. I missed him. Okay. Bridge by the station. I don't see any blinky blinks. Are we almost the river under the red bridge? Asso River. There we go, Foothills Farm. I never get over here in the morning.
Yay!
Thank God. There it is. Fish is like a ninja. What's this fish doing here anyway? Well, they apparently like to come up the thing. All right. So now we need this thing, which is it's also around in the morning, and it's at the stone bridge, which means I gotta, if I run directly north of here, I might be able to get to it. Well, here, let's pick up some ostrich ferns while we're at it.
Yay!
It's also at the radio bridge. The radio bridge, Oh, the one that's outside. Blue Bridge is... I think that's the one directly north from here. I think that's north of here. Yeah. Just having to look at all the other bridges, trying to make sense of them. Right, yeah, next to the tunnel. Okay, cool, yeah. Oh, the cassette player, radio bridge, yes. We'll go this way. I should maybe get those. Cost me nothing to pick up stuff while I'm on the screen, so might as well just get it.
Yay!
Oh, the wiki has screenshots of both locations and the map. Even better. So right here. Probably that one on the other side, but yeah. And there's a thing sparkling behind me. Well, then we're gonna catch it. Did it just leave? Walk off screen, walk on screen. Yeah, there it is. Chi-Chi Cicada. Okay, we got one left. It's also part of the cicadas. We don't need to do that. Other bugs in the evening? Okay. Come on. Turn, 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 turn. I know you see it. Don't play coy with me, coy. Really? Right. One more time. Turn around. Surely now. Well, Travelog, if it would help, I can show you the outline again on in the book. Turn around. Come on. There we go. All right, here's the book. Here's the bugs. So it's got a pretty fat body all the way down, so it's pretty rectangular. The forelegs on the thorax are located fairly close together, and it's got twin wings. But it's not as spread out as the large brown one is. There's another fish over here, wasn't there? Thought there was. Oh, there it is. Okay, this is probably not... Yeah, the booklet is bad, yeah. It'd be nice if it divided up by groups of, like, a little bit more appropriately, but yeah. I do appreciate all the help, everybody.
Yay!
Okay. Oops. It's not going to turn around. Okay. There we go. Somebody's got to want that, right? One of you two. Crane. Oh, hey, there we go. River perch. Yep, that was the one I was missing from there. Nice. Come on. There we go. Great, okay. Let's have a look at that book again. So from fish, we need this one. And the one below, I didn't make it do that. We are missing none from the bottom. I like that these count as fish though. So those two. That's true, yeah. I normally do a lot of morning stuff like filling up a bunch of the stuff people want. I didn't realize that it mattered if you're there morning, noon, or night, or evening or night. So yeah. Okay. So starting with the masu, then biwa, then river perch, then the dace, sweet fish, carp. Yeah? Sweet fish is facing that way, carp's facing that way. Silver crucian carp, round crucian carp. This thing, that's the round crucian carp. Geen, that's the silver one, that's the round one. The one below that is common minnow. Below that is the Kawabata Moroko. That would be the, is that just another Moroko? Is that literally it? There's the stone Moroko, but this isn't the same thing. Oh, this is morning and whatever at the Kuno. Kunoko Magari. Both fish should be here. All right, just opening stuff at random. Okay, that's a bit of a run. All right, let's see if we can make it there, because that closes at the mid-afternoon. That is a lot of a run. Easiest way there. Cross the bridge, stones, down, down, across. Okay, that's like 5 screens. That's not so bad. I don't see anything else. I should have got those ostrich ferns. Oh well. We'll grab the Mizuna. Okay, so now from here, I think it's just this way. Oh, that's the back way in. Damn it. Well, close enough. Not this pond, though. Or bend of the river, I guess. Okay. Is there anything in the water? If there is anything in the water, I can't see it. It's prior to noon. So technically, we could go like one screen over and come back. Can I fish on the other side? Can. Yeah, there was something there. Never fished over here. Anything else? Okay, let's go one screen over and we'll come back. There's a fish there. I swear there's a fish there. Okay. Is there one over here? There was.
Yay!
What are you? Is there another one? Okay, next door. Let's go over this way this time. Can I sit on the bench? This is milk. New fish. There we go. I could see something. Damn it. I worry if I step too... Well, I'll try to see if I can walk onto the other bridge. What did I get? Yeah. Can't fish from that bridge. Can't fish from that bridge because it takes me to the other screen. Let this be something. Nope. That was good. Couldn't see anything. Nope, just more loaches. It's all those damn water buttercups. Let's see if by changing my pole, maybe I get further reach. A little bit. Apparently, I watched a lot of videos over the pandemic about how things involving the ocean cleanup and like all that kind of stuff, but also how India has been trying to run water banking programs. They're trying to get people to like basically use a lot of older methods of redirecting water and making reservoirs and making berms and stuff to kind of direct water into places where they want to keep it, like, and then pushing it down into the groundwater. Yeah, I think these are day catch ones. Somebody did say they were around lunch, so. Anyway, one of that led me on a whole thing to see what was going on in like Mumbai and stuff. And there's lots of rivers around that lead out near to the ocean, where the bulk of them are clogged with water hyacinths. And they look very pretty, right? There's just a whole bunch of like green foliage floating on top. It looks very green, so it's pretty to us because we're like, oh, green means good. A green means it's a living plant, and it's, you know, eating all sorts of like, you know, it's healthy, and it's, you know, we're used to that idea. The problem is, hey, Foxmar, thank you. Thank you for the raid. The problem is, hey, there we go. The problem is that the water hyacinths are creating a canopy over the rest of the water because they're growing in the water, and so sunlight can't penetrate the water, so that things living inside the water can't deal with it. And because the water hyacinths are like sucking up all that sun, then we don't have like photosynthetic organisms that live in the water. They aren't getting any photosynthesis, so they're dying out, which means that you don't have food for the fish, which means that fish aren't available. And then of course there's a lot of pollution in the area as well, so that starts to create a problem also. And it's like, yeah, they need to get rid of all these water hyacinths, and if they can get rid of those, then they can like start to actually revitalize their the waterfronts and the rivers overall. And I found it very interesting. Golden Venus chub. Only found in Asia. It's a river tish. Okay. Sorry, my phone. So we got one of the two. Is the other one still here? It's still in this area, I think. Travelog is what you told me. Let's fish. Same screen, okay. There's only the two sides to fish on, so that's something. And bug-wise, I don't know what we'll do about that last cicada. More Golden Venus chubs. All right, let's go back and look at that book. So next to the stone Morocco. Let's step back one from the Golden Venus chub, which is that one there, dark chub. Nimamutsu, that's the stone Morocco, and then one below that is the Tamaroko. Step right up. Tamaroko, you can be caught where? Who knows, because the thing is blank. Tamaroko no something. Let's go back to the list again. Back to the list again. Tamaroko, only at the Kuno Ko Magari. Yep. All right. Only available there in the afternoon. All right. And then what's next? Nothing, because that's that. We have one cicada left. One cicada left. Cicada. That one there. Yeah. Keytar Cat, yes, I also remember the cicada cicada thing that Seth Meyers does. What's a bit of why I'm like, I don't really care which way I say it now. I am a little sad that late night shows are not on at the moment because I do enjoy watching them. But also, I hope they get paid. Writers are essential to making that thing work. I also, the thing I like about Seth Meyers too is it's like he has done more bits where he's tried to involve his writers, which has been very cool. And I love the fact that like Amber Ruffin got a show out of it. I believe that's her name. Yeah, she got her own talk show out of it. It's on Peacock. It's not like on, you know, it's not on the networks or anything like that, but it is on like the streaming service. And I watched clips from it and I was like, yeah, this is, you know, she definitely has, you know, it's like, this is how I'm going to run my show. And it's like, yeah, you know, it's, you definitely have your own spin on how you want to do it. And it is very funny. I do worry that like, I'm like, maybe I don't get everything because I'm not black, but there's still a lot of funny stuff that I get regardless. So I'm like, all right. I mean, that would be like complaining though that I don't understand Richard Pryor's humor, or like Eddie Murphy, or, you know, Michael Che, or Kevin Hart. You know, it's like you know, watch anybody, they're all funny. It might actually just be the singing that throws me off, where I'm like, I don't expect to see a lot of singing on talk shows. How are we doing on time? Okay, we're in the afternoon segment, so I should be getting stuff. We should be finding those fish in this area. No, okay. Oh yeah, you're right. Might as well eat some Chocobi. Got 98 of them. When I went down for a Magicom Minneapolis, I ended up with some free packs of stuff. Because you go as a guest, right? It's like, here guys, have some packs so you can play some games with people, right? It's like, oh cool, rad. But then I got them too, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with these. Do I keep them? Do I get rid of them? And like, I got a secret lair, and I was like, I don't know what to do with that either. And Wheeler, he's like, you can just crack them if you want. You can just crack them and see what's on the inside of all your packs, and you know, and then if you don't want anything that's in there, because like maybe I don't, right? Obviously, if you don't want anything that's in there, you could just sell them to people, sell them to us, sell them to the dealers. You're at the, you know, you're at the event where there's people buying and selling cards all the time, right? So then I cracked my secret lair, and he's like, oh, not that one though. And I was like, what do you mean not this one? He's like, oh, it's fine, don't worry. I mean, it's just that because it was sealed and there's special cards and you don't really know what's in it, you can actually get more for it because it's still sealed. And I'm like, I don't pretend to understand anything about anything with the game or even outside of the game at this point. Like, don't you want your value cards? It's like, sure. I mean, I did once. I was like down at Card Kingdom one time, and they had a pack of beta sitting on the shelves, and it was like over $400 or $600 or whatever it was. And I was like, okay, cool. Maybe it was 1,000. I can't remember. But they had it sitting there, and I was like, that's kind of cool. You know, it'd be even cooler is just buy it and crack it. And if I had like lots of money, I could just buy it and crack it and see what's inside. Of course, there's like lots of people who have whole YouTube channels devoted to that, it seems, who's, you know, their job is to literally just, you know, they're buying stuff and it's like, let's make content out of this. You get to see maybe there's cool stuff inside, maybe we'll find another Lotus we haven't found, and like things like that. Or You know, you crack open a thing and the card on top, you know what the card on top is, and you're like, oh, well, that means the whole pack's worthless. And you're like, great, okay. It seems frustrating.
Yay!
My God, where are the things I want? I feel like there's like only one fish in each one of these sides of the river. And I can't see anything. Like I can see that little red marsh dragonfly thingo. But if there are other fish in these areas, I am not seeing them at all. I'm just waiting for a strike, and if there's a strike, then great. And if there's no strike, then I guess I'm off. Yeah, okay. There's one. I saw one down there. Yep. Surely. Yep, there we go. There we go. Had a strike. Good.
Whoa!
Damn it. But I don't see another one in the pond. Or in the riverside. This little break here. I mean, we're probably not going to 100% it. But we're going to get close.
Woohoo!
Empty box. Empty box. It's funny, right? Because this is how different I am from Shinosuke. That like on the last day of me spending 3 weeks summer vacation in the middle of nowhere, just, you know, earning money and doing stuff, and it's like, we're gonna just have a giant wedding party, and we're gonna have like, you know, food and drinks and all sorts of general revelry, and all the kids are like really young and everything. It's like, what do you want to do? And he's like, I'm gonna go catch the last fish and bugs that I need to fill up my book, so I can go home knowing I 100%ed this town. And everything else about like, what do you want to do? Be like, I'm gonna go upstairs to my room and read a bunch. I'm gonna get some food and some drinks, and I'm gonna go sit somewhere and read comic books for the 6th time so I don't have to interact with people. Why don't you just go outside? Are you kidding me? Why would I go outside? Inside, there's no bugs or fish. I did hear a thing.
Woohoo!
Oh, thank you, Ep8. I should probably take a break. That's the good time to take a break. We found the Tamaroko, which means we caught all the fish. Wow, Ep8. You gave me some lucky bits there. That was fantastic. Finally, a true fish expert is born. Okay, with that, we're gonna go to this, and we're gonna take a break. I'll see you guys after the commercials. It shouldn't be too long. Stay tuned. In fact, let's have a look at our objectives. Looking pretty good. We need the bug expert, add every species to your collection. Need one of those. Let's move that headphone around so it's not pushing on a weird part of my head. Yes, that's mostly comfortable. So need a cicada, because we have to do that in order to get the last insect as well. We've caught all our rare bugs, which is good. We've collected all the fish, but we wow, smacked that. That was weird. We need to catch 9 salmon, 9 trout, 23 minnows, 5 turtles. No, we're using some Audio-Technica headphones now. Not using Ian's mod ones. I think those have moved to another office for other uses. But anyway, yeah. Curry, we might be able to get another one of those in if I can find the right person to talk to. I don't know if I can, though. Like, Ichido might be able to do that, but we'll see. Pteranodon. So we can do 1 Pteranodon battle and 2 Stegosaurus battles. If I can do 3 battles, I can at least... I mean, time doesn't pass while we battle things, so we can probably just go battle all day and if I'm... depending on how fucking patient I am. So... yeah, and the... See, the thing about the headphones that Ian modified to the Sentinels that we had is that I think the only reason they look sketchy is because when he got everything in place with the longer wires, the intention was let's run the wires in so that we know everything works, and then we can tidy up the wires, like pull them into things, like stuff them under or whatever later. And that, I'm sure that just never got around to. It's just like these got put into use immediately, and he didn't have time to go back and finish that, so... But yeah, that's it. We need to battle one more time and win. But with Pteranodon, that'll make us a Dino Master. I'm assuming that thing will just turn over when it hits 30. And we can fight with Stegosaurus 2 more times, and that'll at least make that one turn over as well. Then we would have to fight 20 more battles after that to get Tyrannosaurus and Gum Dum up to their 10-time win thing as well. I want to do that curry thing, though. We can probably run over to Ichido and do that right now, because I think somebody said we can't do the bug. Yeah, Travelog said we cannot get our last cicada until evening. And you'll have to, of course, tell me where that is. But for now, we're going to go over to see Ichido to see if we can't convince him to have a curry this late in the day. Please don't sunset. Please don't.
Yay!
Oh, what the fuck is that? Did I catch it? For real? I just caught it. Oh my god. They're so busy with all that tree. It flew off the tree. I'm like, swing? Yes. Wow. All right, caught all the bugs. Just 360 no scope that cicada, yeah. Now, can I get a curry order in is the question. Wee. Oh, maybe. Yo, maybe. No more scary dinosaurs in town, but the not so scary dinosaurs are gone too. They were a great tourist attraction. Do you just want some? Would you like some curry? Eat some goddamn curry. You're over here by yourself. All right. Well, we might not be able to do that. I can't believe that. I think that's a thing on the screen. No, it isn't. It's just... Is that Navani cricket? No, it's just roly-poly. Okay. Yep. Something going on around Hinayama Restaurant. It is a day of celebration. It is a day of celebration. You should take them some curry? All right. Can we still go play Dino Battles? I'm gonna miss out on all that money. Might as well do this at least.
で何をしに来たの？これでいい？これでいい？これでいい？これでいい？これでいい？これでいい？じゃあまたバイビー。
バイビー。All right. I don't know if the kids are around because they're all celebrating the thing today. Oh, sweet. Yes. All right. Are we having a celebratory tournament or can I just fight anybody? Please say I can fight anybody. Great. Okay. Weak battles. Okay. No. See, I have a 5. How many 5-star cards are there? There's that one. There's that one. There's that one. Increase rock, paper, scissors by 80. Okay. Right. Okay. All right, let's do it. Let's start with a spinning attack. Wait, no, he's probably his strongest is rock. Yeah, paper it is. Well, outthought me. If I lose this, I'm gonna be very upset. Oh, good. Then I should use rock. Let's one-shot this fool. Probably another one. Oh. All right, I win. Okay, do I get to pick my... I do. And I get to keep the same card. Just gonna beat up Masaya. Oh well, sorry dude. F. Oh, okay. Scissors it is. Still a big hit. I do need the T-Rex and Robo wins, but I need 2 of these. I need 2 with Stegosaurus. Great. I need to not screw up that roulette. So that's 1. Fight again.
しますかね。
いざ勝負。アイコルーレット。勝ち。ヒントチャンスです。
これにするよ。
Ah, okay.
いざ勝負。勝ち。
All right, so that takes us to the 1 and the 2.
パーフェクトノックアウト。
Hell yeah. It's amazing you quit even though you won. Tomorrow you're going back to Cascabe. It'll be lonely without you.
遊ぼえた。ファイヤー。
I get to say goodbye. Won 10 times in a row. GG. Gang, gang. 10 times Sharpie Spiny. Cool. 30 wins. I'm a Dyna Master. All right. How fast can we go through... How fast can we go through the Tyrannosaurus? It's 9:32. We clearly can't do any more curry deliveries, as far as I can tell anyway. I don't think we can do any more. I have a feeling anyway we can't do any more because it's like Ichido would be one of them. Maybe I could have asked Moto if she wanted
バ
something.
トルスタート。
どれにしますかね。
Hip to chin strike.
いざ勝負。
I could like maybe the professor. No, he's the professor's at the party.
イエ
ヒントチャンスです。
ーイ。これにするよ。
Ah, okay. Scissors it is.
いざ勝負。
He's warming up. All right, let's go. Let's go.
いざ勝負。
One more time. Oh shit.
アイコルーレット。勝ち。
負けちゃった。
All right. So now we got to put in 10
ノッ
battles.
クアウト。お見事。
Battle again. This is number 2.
どれにしますかね。
いざ勝負。
Great.
勝ち。
I just would like to have like just a one hit.
負けちゃうよ。
ヒントチャンスです。
Uh-huh.
これにするよ。
Okay, so we're gonna use paper.
どれにしますか
い
ね。
ざ勝負。勝ち。
I didn't look to see what that was.
パーフェクトノック
Oh, I told Heather about the game crashing last night, and she was just kind of blown away, like just laughing.
Oh,
Like,
Migata.
are you kidding? Like, no, it was great. It was so funny. Clearly, though, coming back tonight to finish things up makes a little more sense
いざ
because
勝負。
clearly we have all this other bullshit we have to do.
勝ち。
All this 100% running around, right? I don't think I told everybody else that it crashed. I think she's about the only one who found
ヒン
out.
トチ
So,
ャンスです。
これにするよ。
okay, scissors it
どれ
is.
にしますか
You're gonna
ね。
use scissors. I use
い
rock.
ざ勝負。
Gonna forget how rock paper scissors works here pretty quick, actually.
負けちゃった。
I think that's number 3.
パーフェクトノックアウト。お見事。
Oh shit! Didn't want to do that.
出発お進行。
い ルスタート。いざ
So
勝
you're
負
throwing rocks all day. Great.
勝ち。
負けちゃうよ。
Hint chance?
ヒントチャンス
Thank
です。
you.
これにするよ。
Great. I'll use the rock again.
いざ勝負勝ち。
負けちゃった。
Gonna get out of iron pretty soon and be bronze. This will be good.
パーフェクトノックアウト。お見事。
Oh yeah, this is incredibly one-sided, Brian Hope. I am only doing this on the easiest level so I can get 10 fights. So it's... I'm playing the weakest character. I'm playing with the strongest cards on my side to give myself amazing buffs.
負けちゃうよ。
And when you play the weakest character, you can read their minds.
どれにしますか
いざ
ね。
So it's incredibly unfair, but I'm only doing this so I can get 10 wins with the Tyrannosaurus. Then after this, I get to use the Gundam robot.
負けちゃった。
Yeah, we're trying to get as much of this done before I actually have to, because this is the last day I'm in town, and if you don't know what that means, it's not here in the chair, it's in the game. It's the last day that Shin-chan is actually in town. So it's like, if I want to get all these objectives, I have to do it right now.
しんのすけの勝利。
But hopefully, we'll be able to fly through this pretty fast, because we got another, we got a couple hours or an hour and a half left in the,
いざ
in
勝
the, in the stream.
負勝ち。
So thank you for showing up, though. It will be a little one-sided. It will be a little repetitive, I think is maybe... I hope it's not boring. I should maybe talk more, but... Yeah, paper? Okay, we're gonna use
いざ
scissors.
勝負勝ち。
負けちゃった。
Wow, he didn't even make it to 100% for his
パー
SP.
フェクトノックアウト。お見事。しんの
Is that 4? Oh, good. That's cool, Brian. Hang out.
いざ勝負勝ち。
And I don't think he always throws scissors. I think he just his AI is probably weighted more towards throwing the losing position because he's fighting
ヒン
weak.
トチャンスです
If I fought Masaya when he's extremely strong, I wouldn't get hit chances, and also
いざ勝負
he'd probably his thing would be tweaked more. I'm sure the weighting would be tweaked more to have me lose more often, or pick things that are more like that are smarter.
負けちゃった。
パーフェクトノックアウト。お見事。
I just hope it doesn't crash again. That's all I want.
いざ勝負
See, he pulled paper that time.
ねヒントチャンスです。
これにするよ。
どれにしますか
い
ね。
ざ勝負勝ち。
Isn't it still running?
どれにしますかね。
いざ
Just one more of
勝負
these versus SP. Oh, shit! I lost anyway.
やりますね。
Yeah, Genie. The last battle with the Gundam robot was miserable.
これにするよ。
Really? You have an SP up, dude. All right, I'm gonna
どれ
use
にしま
paper.
すか
い
ね。
ざ勝負
He did it. He did what he
Gotcha.
says. He could have just said, "I'll use ultimate." I'm like, great hint.
ノックアウト
5, 6, 5.
お見事
Oh shit.
出発お進行。
バトルスタート。いざ勝負。待て。ヒントチャンスです。これにするよ。
Ep8 is.
いざ勝負。勝ち。
どれにしますかね。
いざ勝負。
Damn it.
負け。ヒントチャンスです。
Oh, another one.
これにするよ。いざ勝負。勝ち。負けちゃった。ノックアウト。お見事。しんのすけの
It's funny that because the names they pick for everything, right? 'Cause, like, we get to pick everybody's names because they're all nicknames for the actual dinosaurs. So we're fighting as the actual dinosaurs that were here. We have robots. We've always had robots of before that. I don't even want to think about the causality here. However, well, I mean, we kind of know why because it came out of a picture book. The fact that I could pick Mad Dash Lady the 23rd, or rather, I'm sorry, the fact that chat could pick Mad Dash Lady the 23rd as the nickname for the Brachiosaurus, and yet nobody in QA said, "Boy, you better make sure that fits on one line in the game," because you could have just done Mad Dash Lady 23.
ヒントチャンスです。
That would have worked.
これにするよ。いざ勝負。勝ち。
どれにしますかね。
いざ勝負。勝ち。
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, this is a Japanese game, and yes, Go-Go. I'm sure it absolutely fits in Japanese. Whatever this translation ends up being, what it was beforehand, it all fits. But I'm just surprised that the localizers didn't say, we better double check to make sure this works. All the numbers on the cards have line breaks. I didn't even look at that.
しんのすけの勝利です。
どれにしますかね。
いざ勝負。負け。ヒントチャンスです。これにするよ。
どれにしますか
Yes,
ね。
it is.
いざ勝負。勝ち。いざ勝負。
Damn.
負け。ヒントチャンスです。
Good.
これにするよ。
Good. Okay. Scissors it is.
いざ勝負。勝ち。負けちゃった。ノックアウト。お見事。しんのすけの
6? That was 6, was it? Well, we'll know in a minute.
いざ勝
Sure.
負。
Good.
勝ち。
2 hitters.
ヒントチャンスです。これにするよ。いざ勝負。 ち
Need more two hitters.
負けちゃった
パーフェクトノックアウト。お見事、しんのすけの勝利です。
And I think
正義は必ず勝つ
L10N is short for localization. We're having people in chat talk about internationalization, which you can nick down to I18N because then you don't have to type out the entire word. Because if you have to do a lot of discussion about that on a software project, it gets to be a pain in the ass after a while. So I18N tends to be the what you would use. With localization, I think is L10N, I think, which looks like lion.
ヒントチャンスです。
Yeah.
これにするよ
Ah, scissors. Okay. I want to use rock.
勝負。勝ち。
I think this makes 7.
負けちゃった
パーフェクトノックアウト。
K8S is for Kubernetes. Wow.
お見事、しんのす
どれにしますかね
いざ勝負。
I think I just need 2 more. So this is the 9th one, I think. Unless somebody else is counting and has a better idea, would like to correct me on how many matches has been with the Tyrannosaurus.
ヒントチャンスです。
これにするよ
いざ勝負。勝ち。
Ah, Gogo. The reasons are the reasons are obvious. It's for Chivos. I am doing this over and over for the achievement, or rather to finish objectives. I won't be able to 100% this game. We might as well get close. And I got to do 3 hours tonight anyway, so it's like, all right, we're gonna do what we can here. The game, Brian, actually will not tell me when I've reached 10 unless I leave the battle.
負け。
And I can do that pretty easily.
ヒントチャンスです。
But I don't want to leave and come back in and leave and come back in until I get it. I'd rather just make sure that I've got it
い
covered.
ざ勝負。勝ち。
Yeah, when I leave, it will give me a little thing being like, oh, you've done so many of
どれ
these.
にしますかね
Oh,
いざ
great.
勝負。勝ち。灼熱フレイム。
If I do scissors, do you have a guaranteed hit turn 1? I don't think I do Keytar Cat. I mean, I guess I could win the thing every time because it seems like he's either playing scissors or paper. He's never going for rock. But I'm assuming at some point he'll throw a rock, and then we'll have a tie. I could try to throw scissors.
お見事、しんのすけの勝利です。
正義は必ず勝つ
Is that 9? That was 9, I think. One more time.
どれに
Let's
し
try it.
ますかね
Scissors.
いざ勝負。
Yeah, okay.
アイコルーレット。勝ち。
And then I'll get a hint chance probably out of this.
ヒントチャンスです。
これにするよ
So then I'll just use rock.
どれにしますか
いざ
ね
勝負。
Yeah,
勝ち。
Keytar, that kind of could just work, right? To be fair, Masaya has almost never played paper or never played rock on his first round, so yeah.
パーフェクトノックアウト。
And that would be enough for me to kind of get through this a little faster. It might change when I start using the Gundam robot, but
お見事、しんのすけの勝利です。
正義は必ず勝つ
しんちゃん
ファイヤー
right, I have won 3 times with Scary Edition, and I have won 10 times with Scary Edition. So strong, so strong. Let's have a look at the objectives. Boy, these are looking pretty good, eh? Don't know how I'm gonna catch that many salmon or trout, but there's a river next to my thing. I will probably never catch that many turtles. The minnows are a little harder to catch too, for being common, but we're getting the rare ones, which is nice. We'll probably never get that curry one, unless I want to do New Game Plus, but we might as well get the Gundam Robot one, because that one's a thing I can do and not suck up any time. All right.
バトルスター
どれにしますか
ト。いざ
ね。
勝負。
Gundam Kick!
勝ち。ヒントチャンスです。
What's it gonna
これ
be?
にするよ。
So I'll use paper.
いざ勝負。勝ち。
Oh, 2 hits.
負けちゃった。
パーフェクトノックアウト。お見事。しんのすけの勝利。
I can't remember what
どれにしますかね。
I was watching the other
い
day.
ざ勝負。アイコルーレット。
I was watching an anime the other day, and just in the middle of it, clearly a comedy anime, and just in the middle of it, somebody was getting something or discovering something, and it was just like full of Dragon Quest
こ
sound
れにする
effects,
よ。
which I love because it's like, I don't think there's a huge contingent, like, if you ask people about, oh, you know, name a Japanese role-playing game, you know, like name me a JRPG, what's going to come up by and large the most often in North America, people are going to say Final Fantasy, almost certainly. They will not say Dragon Quest. I mean, they might even just name something completely different, but I feel like Final Fantasy comes out on top. Like, you know, that's what's kind of captured the imaginations of, thanks mostly, I think, to Final Fantasy VII.
いざ勝負。 勝ち。
But it's great that, and I don't know why it endures, but like the popularity of Dragon Quest in Japan is
これに
just,
するよ。
どれにしますかね。
いざ勝負。
it like, I love that it shows up all the time in anime, because it's like, I could see Persona as well, Go-Go. But yeah, like the fact that it persists among like mangaka and like
パーフェクトノック
people who make anime and stuff, and it's just like, it's almost like never gonna go away. And I have no idea if the sales are even have like, if they outpace in Japan, if Dragon Quest sales outpace Final Fantasy sales or not. But something about
い
the
ざ勝負。
music and the sound effects, I think, is the thing that actually, thank you, Noisy. It's 3 wins. This is our 4th match. Something about those sound effects, I think, are what kind of just stick in people's minds.
ヒントチャンスです。
これにするよ。
Rock, paper it
いざ
is.
勝負。勝ち。
E-Block, you played Dragon Quest 3. Huh. The most. I've been meaning to play 2 and 3 someday. Part of me wants to play, like, I don't want to play... So I got a copy of Dragon Warrior, which is Dragon Quest, localized to English,
お見事。
with a Nintendo Power subscription back in the day. So I'm like, we're back in the day.
どれにしますかね。
い
So
ざ
it's like,
勝負。アイコルーレット。
that was issue 20 of Nintendo Power. They said, hey, you can for $20 get a copy. I think it was $20 for like, or $30 or whatever it is, for a subscription for the whole year. So 12 issues of Nintendo Power. and you get a Nintendo game with it, and like maps and little extra things, and it was like, yeah, this is crazy. They were really pushing to try to get Nintendo Power out, and also I think they were trying to be like, we got to get a way to get this Dragon Warrior out to people because I think nobody's buying it. And so I got this game and played it, and I'm like, this is really interesting. I've never seen a game like this before. And then I called my friends over, this is in elementary school, and we like devoured it. Like, we loved this idea of this kind of game. Never having seen anything like it before either, right? It's like, normally you play a game and it's like you come over, you shoot some stuff, you know, top-down shooter, or it's like a Mario game or whatever. But yeah, it was just kind of like really cool that like here's this like expansive game with a lot of like things going on, and you can get stronger over time. So Rocket is. And I don't know how many other people had that experience with Dragon Warrior, but of course then I was like, I wanted to play 2 because I saw 2 was like 2 was supposed to be, you know, it's like, oh, it's a larger thing and there's more stuff you can do. And I mean, Dragon Warrior was very like, it's a very linear kind of, you do all these things, you visit all these towns and you do all this stuff. And eventually you'll be able to make it to like you'll have found all the things and you get to the end and it's like, okay, great. You know, like, I don't think there's branching paths in Dragon Warrior 2, but I think there was like a party system that you can now have 3 people with you. And I think in the Dragon Quest 3, they did even more of that. And I ended up playing like 4, I think, for the DS. Did they localize 4 to the DS years later? Right, 3-headed job system to build out your party, right? Yeah, it's paper, scissors. But I remember playing like 4, which I think is the one where you meet all the people who are like Torneko, who's the merchant, and like Elena, I think, Elena, who, I can't remember her name, but she's like the princess, and she has the 2 guys who come with her. And they're dressed very like, you know, like they're dressed very Russian, right? It's Elena, yeah, okay. And God, I liked that game a lot because it was the fact that you could like, yeah, meet all the characters in each of the chapters. It's like you do a chapter, you're playing some characters, and then you like step beyond that, and it's like, okay, now you're doing a different character. It's like, why are we doing this? It's like, well, you're gonna learn who all of them are and the kind of struggles you're getting other backstories right now. And I was like, that's so cool that you get to like meet all these characters and do their own little things. Kind of like, you know, Octopath Traveler has that idea of like, you can pick who you want to start as, and then you get to do their little backstory, and then you go on and play in other areas. All right, sisters, it is. And yeah, I liked that. And then when I got to play as the hero, finally in Dragon Quest IV, and then start to meet everybody else and start to form a team and stuff. I don't think I ever actually finished the game, but I played to a certain point and then was like, this is good, I'm having a good time, but I think I'm done because I think the game is just too expansive. And I feel like thank you, Symphonic Lolita. 2 more battles, so this is battle number 9. We might actually do this by at least the next break. So yeah, it's like I think I like RPGs when they're smaller, and there was a Dragon Quest Treasures game that came out that gave me a sense that the more recent one that came out for Switch, I was like, I think this one would be manageable. I might be able to play this one. But we didn't buy it. I'm kind of just thinking about whether I'm going to buy it or not. Still thinking about it. But it's the weird thing is like I like RPGs. I think it's why I like Metroidvania games more. They're more active, and I'm not sitting and waiting on like a lot of turn-based interaction. But also because I feel like I'm always constantly doing stuff, I'm like, that's a little bit better. And there's progression. Like when I found out that Castlevania games now had like upgrading and progression, and the controls didn't feel like you were wading through tar, I was like, okay, good, yes. This is what I want. This is what I always wanted, is a game that's kind of like this. So that's why I'm really like just so excited for Metroidvania games all the time, if they have like that good kind of mix. And I mean, Dawn of Sorrow was an exceptional version of
これに
that,
するよ
giving you chances to, like, you know, collect the souls of all the enemies you're fighting, which means that now there's a thing there's a Pokedex you can complete. And they had to think so hard to be like, oh, if you summon this, if you use this enemy's soul, it has this kind of power. And like, we have to come up with powers for like 100 different enemies.
パー
Jesus.
フェクトノックアウト
That should be it,
お見事し
right?
しんち
And we're gonna go back Cascabe.
ゃん遊ぼえたいファイヤーファイヤ
I like that asoboetai, but it's like asobo from like asobu. Anyway, meaning like, hang on. Am I thinking of the wrong one? Asobu is to play, isn't it? It's not to work part. Arubaito is to work part-time. There we go. We did get it. Let's look at those objectives again. That's a lot of things. We didn't finish catching all the fish, but we can go do that now. But I can also go take a break, and we're going to take a break here pretty quick. We'll see if we can't catch our salmon and trout, because I think those are in the same river near me. Can't do the curry takeout at this point, I don't think, but we did finish everything else to the bottom. So it's, yeah, curry takeout. I just didn't know how to fulfill that. And we're going to take a break. So sit tight, I'll be back in a few minutes and we'll get on with finishing the rest of this game, and we'll like 98% it, and that's pretty damn good. See you in a few minutes. Welcome back. Okay, let's catch some fish. I don't think I've ever seen an ostrich fern just sitting right there. That's really weird. I can't believe our luck, though, that we just kind of lucked out and we're gonna grab it. There we go. We lucked out and grabbed like rare fish, the rare cicada. Uh-huh. Bip. On 3, okay. Okay, maybe they're actually down here then. Salmon and trout down here. I guess I could go back to the party, but... I mean, if I went back to the party, I could turn in my things to Cap and get some more, pocket cash. Some walking around money.
Yay!
There's another trout. I'm not going to be able to catch enough trout and salmon, I'm sure, to finish this off, but... But I feel like we're doing pretty good on the Biwa trout part, at least. Yeah. I see some people were talking about other games you could get for the 3DS that were fun. Iris of Ether, Ghost Trick was amazing. I'm glad Heather bought a copy and it's like, you should play this. It was very well done. The developers did an excellent job, I think, adapting an older game. You know what I would love to see more of, though? Because Ever Oasis was also a lot of fun. Kind of game that I really like. A little bit of city building. It's simplistic city building, because you can, like, it's definitely solvable problems in just about all of them.
Yay!
But I would love to have seen Grezzo or Grezzo. I'd love to have seen them actually do another game that's like that, even if it wasn't more Ever Oasis, if it was something that was another kind of like 3DS. Like they did a really good job. Professor Layton, I feel the same way about. Like, I had a good time with the first game, and then I played the second game, and I'm like, yes, you know, this is okay, this is all right. And then I think I got to the third game, and I was like, I am really getting sick of playing Professor Layton games. But yeah, Grezzo did some great job. They worked on the Ocarina of Time port to 3DS. I believe they also worked on the Majora's Mask one. Then they go ahead and they make their own game, Ever Oasis, and it's quite good. But I don't know if what they've ended up doing since then. I never have really gone and checked, but I really liked Ever Oasis, and it would be really cool if they decided to make something else like that. Maybe it's because it was also like takes place in a desert. Like, I mean, I find the I like Gerudo Town in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom because they're both so, like, in Breath of the Wild, especially when you get there and you're starting to discover what all these places are and what they do, like how the place works and how it kind of also doesn't feel like it's not quite exactly perfect in how it's arranged, but I'm like, okay, so this is how it is. An example of that is in Breath of the Wild, there's these the walls around Gerudo Town, you know, are quite high. And yes, you can climb them if that's what you want to do. But if you want to walk in the front entrance, you can't do that. But you can walk around the top as long as you don't get noticed. Okay, great. That sounds fine. But also, if you walk around to the back of the town, that's where the palace is. And there's just a big ass hole in the wall looks like it's been knocked over or knocked down in Breath of the Wild. And I'm just like, did nobody think that maybe they should seal that part up? He's just going for a walk, apparently. Like, maybe you want to make the part that your queen sits with her back to, that she wants to just, you know, maybe not sit with her back to this giant open area that is probably pretty easily accessed by invaders. I guess you don't worry about that because your back is to the open desert, but yeah. And then Tears of the Kingdom, it still kind of feels like the same thing. It's like, why don't you have more going on here to protect like, you should have repaired the back of the palace, but you didn't. Let's eat some Chocobi. We are getting very close to the end of the day because the moon has appeared on the other side of the thing. There's not even a fish on this side. I'm sure there's a reason why the wall behind the leader has been knocked down. It's probably something to do with Ganondorf.
Yay!
And they just never fixed it because they're like, that's probably good that we don't have that up anymore, actually. I just want more, also though, I want more video game towns to feel like they have a real sense of like place, like, and design, because I know that some things will grow up organically. Like if you go in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, if you go to Kakariko Village, you do get a sense of, okay, we've built this in this tiny little valley that we protect and control very, very well. There's only a couple, like 3 ways in, I think, unless you want to climb over the mountains and kind of come in from the top, which nobody's really gonna do. And so nestled in this little valley are these people who are trying to live this very isolated life. And yeah, it's interesting, especially the way they kind of sell it as, you know, people aren't supposed to be in, like, you know, only the Sheikah are allowed in this valley, and if you try to get in there, they'll run you out, or you're not supposed to be here, or something else. And yet you go there and it's like, oh, they seem to not mind having tourists, per se. I'm not going to be able to catch all my trout and salmon, am I? Close to catching all my trout, at least. Need 4 more. And like Hatno Village on the east side definitely has that feeling of like, okay, this kind of feels like a space, because a lot of the houses have industries inside them. You're not allowed to walk into every other place but also like some of the houses, like they really feel like it's like, so we established ourselves here and we open our doors to the outside, and yeah, those are our beds just in the corner. We just sleep in the same place that we do all of our work. We didn't bother to try to just cut it off just a little bit to give ourselves some privacy, or build like a second floor so we could have our bedrooms upstairs or something, which I think was probably what Bolson was going for when he was building the new housing in Hatno Village. Was not just as a, you know, hey, you can you can move to this town because there's lots of things you can do in this town. I think there's also a little bit of, you might decide you want to, if your business is successful, you can move your family out of living in the place where you do your job, and you can just live like just up the hill a little bit from them. That might be also valuable too, right? You don't have to feel like you have to be living in the place that you work. I guess depending on the place that you work, it might be necessary, so you can like always have it populated so people aren't going to try to steal stuff from there. And Lurelin Village on the coast I really like, because it does, you know, for the most part feel like, okay, people are settled here. They're, you know, some of the, like the Lucky Treasure Shop, I'm like, this is just here because it's a game, obviously. I don't see how you make money or anything off of this. You're probably retired. I guess that's what that's for. But yeah, you know, there's like little houses where people do stuff, and I love that the restaurant, Azure Bay, is basically just like, we have a parasol up and we have some places you can sit around, and there's a, and I'm just cooking food all day, so if you want some food for what I'm making today, I can totally do that for you. And yeah, the Gerudo town, it's so weird because it's like, if you're the king of the Gerudo, live in this area, but they have their backs to the open desert, like the security is kind of like, whatever. I'm like, man, that doesn't like, I'm like, it still doesn't feel right. It feels like there should be more behind you, and like they're like, maybe rather than having the guards training in an area off to the side of you, they should be training on something that's behind you. So if anybody's going to be coming in, then they're gonna have to go through the guards training area. There are no more fish on this side. I don't think there's any fish on that side either. I fished out this river. Is there no fish on this side? I have fished out this river. Oh wait, no, I haven't. There's one more. There's another one on the other side too.
Yay!
It's looking good. Oh, 3 more biwa and 8 more salmon. We can probably get those done. I like the Rito village, but I think it's I think it's a terribly designed village to live in, even if you can fly. Mostly because there aren't enough people. It doesn't feel like there's enough people living in and around that village to kind of maintain it, because I don't see any agriculture. Right? Like, it's like, it'd be one thing if there was like, there's some farms off to the side, and you can kind of believe that in Hateno village they've got some farms off to the side, you know, so there's some subsistence farming probably going on in that area, or maybe just even beyond a little bit larger as well. The Gerudo, I have no goddamn clue how they grow anything, or it's all trade, right? It's like you come out to the desert and it's all trade. And I'm just like, I don't know how you manage it all. The Lurelin, at least, I'm like, so at Lurelin village you have like fish, and you can harvest seaweed if you need to, and there's all sorts of other things you can find there, and again, there's more trade going on, and that's great. But I'm just largely like, there's got to be more. There's got to be more industry in some of these places, and the Rito really feel like, you know, you guys live in the middle of a lake. That sweet fish, really? I didn't know you could catch sweet fish here. You live in the middle of a lake, a giant lake, which doesn't matter because it means you're pretty well defended at that point. So I'll give you points on that one, but you also built your village in a spiral going up a giant rock. Okay, I kind of get that one, I guess. I would have assumed you would have built it in like concentric rings with like ways to walk up or something, or you would, who would give a shit about stairs, right? It's like, if you can all fly, maybe you don't think about needing to have like stairs or even ladders to get from place to place. I mean, at some point you realize, oh, not everybody can climb stairs. Maybe like some of the birds get so big that they're like, oh, I can't fly very well anymore, I need to be able to walk around. But yeah, it just, I was hoping that in Tears of the Kingdom I was going to see a lot more development, and the Hudson project was a great focus on that for the game, where it's like there's a bunch of places around that just have like component elements you can build shacks out of, you know, small shelters if you need to, you can build carts, you can do all sorts of stuff. I'm like, that makes sense. Okay, it's a lot of stuff. Like, you'd have to have an incredible supply chain in order to be able to just make all of these things and then run them out to everywhere. Because you got to get into the corners of the world where it's like, how are you going to get this stuff out there? But people are doing it, right? So I'm like, okay, so supply chain exists. That's fine. But yeah, where is all the farming? Where's the stuff that gives you the resurgence of people and supports the, you know, bringing the population back from where they were? I was hoping we'd see a little more of that. I was hoping we'd see more like, here's the ruins of a village, and then here's a small village that's been set up outside it, of like a tent village basically, to come back and try to, like, outside the Great Plateau maybe, right? It's like there's a lot of ruins of like garrisons but other stuff, and it's like, here's some people who've come back into this area who are trying to expand and rebuild in this area. And I was just like, yeah, I wanted a little more of that. Like, I know it's been like 10, 15 years and there's like still monsters crawling around and stuff, but it's like the upheaval has kind of been what caused all the monsters to come back en masse. And I was hoping to see more like, we were trying to rebuild areas and that wasn't really happening. Wait, hang on. What was the trout at again? 2 more of that, 8 more of the salmon. Okay. I do not see Biwa. I don't see anything in the thing, so let's just fish some more. Yeah, Cranberger, it's right. It's like, it is going to be video game logic by and large. You work the things into it that are only necessary to continue the plot. And I don't think it's a failing that they left that part out where they get to rebuild. I just kind of hoped that I would have more opportunities to do more of that. Like Lurelin Village is a rebuilding project, and I love that. And when I did that, I was blown away. I was like, yes, I finally get to do a little of it. Even though it's pretty simplistic, I get to do this rebuilding stuff. That sounds awesome. And then I finished doing it and was like, now what? Where's the rest of this? Like, are there other places where I get to do this? Not really, because it hasn't been that much of a problem anywhere else. I guess I just really hope that there would be a little more of that going on. Like, I guess the Gerudo Town in Tears of the Kingdom kind of counts as well. That there's kind of a city rebuilding thing going on there too. Just it's a little different. I'm just waiting for Shiro to come down and be like, get up here and come to bed. We've been fishing all day. Yeah, the Ruto Village being a change the weather thing, I was like, okay, that's interesting, but I mean, that's an overarching thing. And I guess that maybe is also the choice, because now thinking about it, it's like, the choices of I need to fix your big problem, and then I can fix your little problem. Lurelin Village in Tears of the Kingdom is like, I need to get rid of the pirate ship that's there, but then I need to rebuild your village, and it's like, sure, I would have really liked if that was part of the thing for like the Ruto Village and stuff too, where it's like, hi England Hat, thank you for the raid. If it was more of a sense of you've driven off whatever the bad thing is in this village, but now you need to help set this village right and kind of rebuild it or help even expand it. And I was waiting for more of those kind of things too, to be like, we can help you, like you can build it a little bit more by doing X, Y, and Z. Bring some materials in, because the whole game is largely about rebuilding something that, you know, it's putting things back the way they were, but also trying to rebuild after this huge upheaval. And everyone's already in the process of rebuilding stuff. England Hat, I have been enjoying my animes. They're not that interesting this season. I'd hope that there would be more interesting. There are some I'm watching with Heather that are very interesting, and we're having fun watching those. The ones that I'm watching on my own are less interesting, but mostly because I think it's because I'm familiar with the subject matter, and I'm just watching to see how they were adapted more than anything else. We are not gonna get... I feel like time is actually not passing. I know time is passing, but... I feel like I've gone back and forth so many times that something should have happened by now, but... Empty box. Empty box. I guess I also wanted to have a little bit more of that rebuilding stuff also apply to the depths, where it's like, as you're in the depths and you start like doing more things down there, because it's like, we have an exploration team that goes down there to do stuff. It's like, yes, that's great. I'm hoping that by unlocking every single light route that I'm actually making this easier on everybody. I expect it to be more of a result when I unlocked every light route, but that's fine. It is what it is. But I also kind of, you know, expected to see more development in that case, to be like, oh, you've unlocked an entire region of something, so we're gonna like send down another crew to do more investigations and set up a little miniature base or something, and try to, like, you know, we've got our people who can go up and down in the balloons, and we're spreading into these other areas, you know, like a virus, like humanity does. So yeah, Cranberger, with the light route causing the grass to kind of come up around them, that you'd hope that it's like, the more light roots you uncover, the more like grass tends to like spread out in other areas. Because like, well, if these things are down here to begin with, and they're spreading light in the depths, and the depths have just always been this place that exists for some such reason. Maybe they haven't always been like the gloom thing. Maybe there's actually less gloom is less natural an occurrence down there than we think it is. It is funny that the gloom, though, appears on the surface surrounding, like, ringing the areas where the chasms are, as a means of letting you know here's where you go to find a chasm. I think it's really funny that the gloom, like, rings it on the surface, even if there's a constant, like, sun shining on it, because I think it's kind of driving home the point. It's like this gloom is so thick that constant sunlight, like 12 hours a day, is not going to dissipate any of it. But then the moment you get through it and you look up, you're like, you can barely see the gloom that's like around it's like, oh yeah, all that's kind of just established on the top level and runs down the side to a certain point and then rings underneath and then stops. And it's like, that's it. That's all the gloom does, is it doesn't spread across the ceiling. It's not like it's like in a lot of places underground, but it's not everywhere. And I think that's the other thing I hope too, is that by unlocking all the light routes, there would be a lot less places that would have gloom. That somehow would help to like send more light into the depths and actually like unlock all the gloom. But yeah. What did I get? No. Come on, guys, we got to be close to getting to the thing. Yeah, Brian, there's signs of civilization in the depths, you know, like hey, we did it. Whether that's we have caught 30 biwa trout, put in a little effort, about a half hour of effort. Oh, you want to see what we're carrying? So this is what we have currently, is we have 14 empty boxes and 15 high heels. We have 9 uncracked packs of dino cards, which we're not going to bother opening because we don't need to. We have a fishing rod, a fishing pole, butterfly net, and a kitty camera. And we have 89 boxes of Chocobi, 2 rice balls, curry snacks, and let's have a look at all of the vegetables we have in our possession. All right, we have so many bitterlings. Nobody wants these. If I could just find, like, if I could catch them and throw them back, that would be fine too. I don't really need to keep them. I've caught 11 coelacanths. You know, that's normal. I've been selling the salmon, obviously. And the, I believe rice eel or Japanese eel was a thing that I needed to find too. So many dark sleepers, oh my god. The loaches I can sell. Gobies I can't. River perch I can't. Yeah, the lattes we can't. None of the bitterlings. Nobody wants bitterlings. This is the harder one to catch, I think. But yeah. Currently on the brink of extinction, and I have 3. Lots of carp and crucians. We need to catch more minnows. We're not going to do it. Goosefoot. So let's see, by newest, by type. Is this by type? This is by name ascending. Yeah. Tamaroko. And then we have tons and tons of cards. Well, let's see if we can catch... How many salmon did we need still? 7? 7. Let's try to catch 7 salmon. Let's see what happens. I wish we could be throwing them back. Like... Like, you know what it is. It's like, I have these. Anybody know of a better place to catch salmon? Because I think this is like probably the best place, as good a place as anywhere else. And it's right near my house. And I am definitely not using up any time by doing it. I mean, if there was a place I could catch minnows and salmon together, that would also be pretty good too. I just don't know if I can make the run to there. They have done really good in this game though, I think. Like, oh, these two in the dam are the only ones in the wiki? Okay. More trout. Still has not moved very much. Yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing, I'm looking forward to finishing Tears of the Kingdom on my terms, which is fully upgrading all of the armor, like all the armor in the game, or until I get bored of doing that. Which means a lot of material collection.
Yay!
And it's weird because, like, so I was saying to Heather, I probably told you guys this, it's been 8 days. I saw on YouTube somebody had posted a video about Tears of the Kingdom, and the thumbnail was just like, it was a picture of whatever, but the words across it, and in giant words, it's just, it wants you to cheat. And I thought about that, I'm like, yeah, you know what, you're right. That's largely how I consider playing the game in Basic Human Decency. I've had like 13 star fragments already. They drop all the time for me. You can usually coax some of them to come out if you drop from the sky. If you just plummet as fast as you can in the sky, usually in the evening, around like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. I've noticed that they tend to be more active at that time, and they'll show up beside you and they'll want to race you sometimes. That's how it feels to me anyway. Anyway, it's mostly about getting all the dragon parts and having to then spend like 30-40 minutes riding around on a dragon, getting all their parts. But anyway, there's another salmon. Where was I? Right. Saying it wants you to cheat. And that is literally what I feel like with the Zonai devices, is that when I'm using Zonai devices, like I made a hover cycle. Oh, still an echo? You've probably not seen this yet. So yeah, you can do some fun things with some fun, horrifying things with the light dragon. I think I have another one. Oh, let's just watch a video. What was I doing here? Oh yeah, this is me trying to do something very stupid. No, I need to get off now. I need to get off now. Oh, let me get off. Ah. How high can we go? Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, that was dumb. All right, anyway. Oh, did I do something stupid? I did. This was great. This was last night when you couldn't see me. God, I still love that. They always come in handy. All right, let's get back to the game. Let's get back to catching fish. God, clip that. All right, so what happened there, Go-Go, is that one of the characters was off screen. One of my buddies was off screen, and and shot an arrow just before it landed. Right, so I didn't shoot, but you couldn't see my buddy off screen preparing to fire. So yeah, that was just so perfect because I'm like, let's see what we're gonna do. Let's see how I'm gonna make this work. And then all of a sudden, wham! And it's just like, or you could just kill him for me. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. So, yeah, Pushu's asked, how do you get more than one part? You gotta be, so the dragons, they refill over time. So if you jump on the back of a dragon and you slash it for a scale, then you'll get a scale, right? But if you stand on the back of the dragon for another 10 minutes or so, you'll slowly see them start to get, like, the light will start to come back into their horns, it'll come back into the spikes. And then if when they get to a certain point, like, usually the horns will start, like, they'll be incredibly bright again. So you have to kind of know, but it's about a 10-minute recharge. And you can hit them again for the same thing, for their horns or for the scale. So you're just waiting for it to recharge. And you can just ride around on them all day if that's what you want to do. Now, the claws and the fangs are a little bit trickier because it means that you have to jump off and then pull out an arrow and then shoot them in the leg, or because it usually counts as a claw. If you shoot them in the leg and you try to shoot them in the claw, don't aim at their bodies. Like, don't aim at the claws when they're in front of the bodies, because sometimes you'll not hit the claw, it'll hit the scale, and then the scale will fall to the ground. You have to go chasing after it and get it anyway, if that's what you're going to end up doing, if you want to not waste your 10 minutes, or you just want to get back on the top and wait for them to recharge again. But yeah, what I've done is I'll jump off, I'll grab, I'll jump off, charge it, like, pull up my arrow, shoot a foot or shoot them in the mouth, and then hit my glider to catch myself. And then immediately after catching myself, I'll usually have to, like, cancel my glider pretty fast because it'll kind of, like, start to swing me over to where their claws are. I might have to hit it and drop it and hit it and drop it, but you have about a 2 seconds or so after it pops out, maybe 3, but it's about 2 seconds after it pops out and it's waiting there, that you can just grab it in midair while you're still surrounded by them, which means then you can open your glider again and you can get back on top of them and you can fly around some more and try to, hit another one off. Or you can wait until you're over a piece of ground that's fairly easy to get to, or over like a tower or something, and then you can hit it, you can chase it all the way to the ground, pick it up, go into the tower or warp to a tower, get back into the air and get back on them and go about riding them around again. But yeah, the it wants you to cheat part, I was like, I ended up making a hover bike at some point because I'm like, I don't want to make that thing. Everyone's making these things and now they're using them to explore the areas. And then I was in the depths one time and I'm like, I am sick to death of running around trying to do stuff. What does a hover bike do for me to get me out of this, like, canyon? I don't want to be climbing all night. So I tried a hover bike and I was like, oh, this rules. I like this a lot. Let's just use this from now on. And then I realized there's actually parts of the game where it's like, you're going to have to make crazy vehicles to get to parts of the sky that you can't get to. So because of that, make those things. And then if you can make some sort of, like, killing device to, like, wipe out a Lionel, that's what you should be doing, right? You should be fighting the Lionels with all sorts of crazy device combinations and stuff. I was playing with Joe the other night and he says, I saw a thing, I want to try making this. And he did like a big wheel that had it had a hoverstone and a bunch of, like, 8 heads on it, and each one of those heads he attached a beam cannon to. And so what he could do is he could rotate the thing to face something and then activate it, or rather face it away from himself and activate it, and then use his and then place it up fairly high. And as it's activated and slowly spinning, it's also firing beam cannons out, and the heads are all facing the direction of what's supposed to be attacked, and it can just stay up there and just keep attacking the thing. It keeps moving around and hitting it. And I was like, oh, that's a very cool thing. And to me, it feels like cheating because I'm like, I'm not killing it myself. I'm using a device to kill it for me. The only reason why I would use a device to kill stuff when I can't is if I'm in like I'll go into a shrine and it's like, oh, you're probably gonna not have any good weapons in here, so you should use these homing carts and the spikes on the front of them to chase all the constructs around for you, because yeah, you're not gonna be strong enough to kill any of these guys on your own. But I realized that like I should be adapting that to things like Lionel's and stuff, to be like, oh yeah, you're probably not going to be strong enough to kill all these guys on your own, but if you put together some hover carts with some spikes in the front or some cannons or some other shit and you make them chase these things around, they will badger them repeatedly, so you don't have to worry about it. And I'm like, yeah, I need to start increasing my weapon building game. This is not, there's no fish coming out. A hover trike. Ooh, that's good. The bike was hard to balance. Yeah, I had that problem too, Shadowhawk. I saw a thing, it was like a 5-minute video on here's how you build a properly balanced hover bike. And they did a lot of like backflips and like really weird motions and stuff to kind of get everything to balance. And I'm like, this is stupid. I'm just gonna build my thing that's slightly off balance all the time and fight it, and that will be probably fine. But I like the hover trike idea.
Whoa.
It probably also moves really fast too, which I'm sure is a benefit. Yeah, I don't think time is actually passing at this point. And I'm gonna be done here in like 12 minutes, technically, so maybe I just have to call it in. Malady Dark, your husband uses 4 fans in the steering stick, or steering stalk, whatever they're called. That's probably also a good solution too. Just not attaching it to anything like a, not attaching it to a piece of stone or something so it weighs the whole thing down. You know what? I don't think we're gonna make the salmon objective. Yeah, we're 6 away, but it's not really happening. Okay, so we have 10 minutes left in what I wanted to be the stream, which we'll probably just end up doing more. But look at this rundown, guys. We did really good. You know, we close to finishing 30 trout. Maybe I'll do it at home. Who knows? Catch 10 turtles. I mean, somebody had said NG Plus is an option. It's like, yeah, I guess I could come back and just try to do that if I really wanted to do that, but I don't know. The turtle thing I won't get. The minnow thing I'm not gonna get. That seems like a huge pain in the ass. It's funny we didn't proc as many minnows, but whatever. Couldn't do the curry one because I just couldn't find people who wanted curry, but they wanted ramen and oyakodon and stuff, and like whatever. I have not played Attack of the Friday Monsters Steel Echo, but I have a copy of it on my 3DS, and Heather has played it and she really liked it. This whole summer vacation series, like this is part of a series known as Boku no Natsuyasumi, or My Summer Vacation, started on the PlayStation. That's why I wanted to play this, is because when I'd heard about what this was, and that this isn't just, we came up with an idea for a game. It's like, we came up with an idea for a game like 20 years ago, and we have kind of slowly been refining it over time on different systems and trying different things out with it. And then we got to this point, and then we got a license to put an anime character in it and make it involve the anime series. And I'm like, okay, if people believe in you and the game enough to be like, yes, you can have this license and make it, I think I have to see what it's like. And you know what? Let's take a minute and chat about that too. My impressions, like, I love Lost in Blue. I like Lost in Blue 2 a little bit better for the DS. But even the first one I really liked. And it's tough. Like, it's hard because you're trying to do things and it's not really clear to you in the game why you can't do the things that you're doing or how you're supposed to be doing the things you're doing. And there's like cooking and stuff, and it's like, I only have so much fish, my guy. Like, a recipe book would be nice, because if this is the only thing I was doing is living on this rock, and I was trying to survive, and I'm like, hey, I picked up a thing that tastes like salt and it hasn't killed me. Okay, I can use that on fish to make salty fish. I'm gonna remember that that's the thing and where I get it and how it is, because I'm gonna kind of, you know, get some together. And so in a game though, it's like I would prefer there was a little more babysitting in that regard. Just be like, we're gonna let you know that when you go over to this area, it's like you can farm from this. You can pick up, like, you know, salt or soy sauce tasting whatever it is you're gonna grab. You can pick it up from there. And that's what I like about when games go through iterations and when they have new versions of them, or they have, like, even just sequels are fine, but a new version of that is like you're hoping for quality of life improvements and little things you can change about the game to make it more fun too. And I am looking forward now to playing Attack of the Friday Monsters, because having played this, I'm like, I'm sure this isn't all entirely this or that. Like, it isn't, the Friday Monsters isn't going to be like this entirely, and this isn't like Friday Monsters but more. It might be just different, but I do want to see what it's like, because I think that'll be fun. All right, so let's go back and finish things up, because I don't know what I have to do to finish things up, even if there is a way to finish things up. Oh, that's how we do it. And then it's nighttime, and we don't have to go catching that.
いただきます。
Okay, I would have figured that we would have had, like, leftovers from the party, or like the whole day we're gonna have dinner as well with everybody, like, all in the restaurant.
ごちそうさまでした。
ごちそうさまでした。
Oh, this is probably the end of that one. Yeah, you should, Lalico. Give it a try again. Maybe you won't break everything. I love Cap is, like, so surprised. Oh, Lalico's getting some confidence back. She's probably still gonna break shit, but... Oh. I mean, fair, though. Yeah. So I wonder what's going to happen, because if Cap lives here and Yoshiko's going to move in with him into this house, but the house is also the restaurant, and Yoyoko lives here with Lalico, Yoyoko's going to have to, probably she'll end up moving out to go live with Saburo, but she'll still be working at the restaurant. I'm guessing Saburo will, so... Age of Discovery. Where does Saburo even live? Does he live with Jiro? Ichiro lives with his wife and 2 kids, and they sleep in a big bed. Somewhere in that house, I think, where there seems to be only a loom in the one room, but whatever. Yeah. Dad's gonna be like 7 days. He'll be like, it was 18.
夜は外に出ちゃダメよ。出たい時はママも行くから声をかけてね。声かけたぞ。
All right. Let's see what we got to do here. Hey, Yoyoko and Lalico made up. People have all kinds of drama. It just came out of nowhere. Let's take a trip around the world in this age of discovery. That doesn't make any sense. That's perfect. Ayu. I caught so many fish.
Shin-chan?
俺はこれにするぞ。
おや？お伝えちゃんとできたね。
いてでき。
I have collected 5 stars. Okay. I'm gonna take a chance. All right, Cap. It is fun. When you're older, you can drink beer at night. Pretty fun being the president of a company. You're not the president. Oh, yeah. It's great.
見て見て。
これは歴史に残る大スクープだ。
Yeah, that's crazy.
すごいぞしんのすけくん。
Like, it's just, hey, look at all the cool shit I did on my last day here. 3 stars, 3 stars, 3 stars. That's so many stars. Yeah. Wow. And I made 360 yen. Not even a yen per each person.
では
Dad? I think this man isn't paying me enough money. Yeah, that's fine. You're not wrong, Hiroshi. Most of your life. Alright. Sales just aren't doing so well these days. So eat as much dinner as I can. Yeah, that's fair. Errands? Let's talk about how errands go. Imagine if you didn't come talk to her for anything until the last day and she just put like you just got $200 at the end of your 18 days. All right, so there's another 300. Any more? Oh, we got one more. Any more? Nope, that's it. We're gonna leave. Oh! Gotta pick this up.
Yay!
その恐竜は女の子でした。名前はエル。体の長さが人の10倍以上もあるとても大きな生き物です。
I wonder if you were supposed to have talked to the dog multiple times so the dog would come out with you. But probably not. Just learned the gathering this afternoon, but apparently it's kind of parties are thrown when some person appears with the person. Yeah, you should get married. That's exactly the reason why you should get married. Yes. I wonder what she would think. Okay. I guess I could try talking to Lalico as well. If I have a moment, I'll do it. Oh, there's Saburo. Yes? Curry? No. Oh, you. Hey, yeah. The Decapone ramen. All right. Oh, Moto, calm down. Yes. Yes. Great. Good. Yes, you should definitely keep standing behind that locker. It's 11 o'clock. Who do you like more, Moto Yamada or Yoshiko? Aw, Jiro. You won't commit. Get bent, my dude. What do we have? Oh, they don't have the... They don't have the cool La 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 song that was playing. Oh well. Just have to get that Shiso. Also, that dude, if he did like kidnap Hihiko and bring her to the present, he would absolutely screw up the timeline somehow by doing that. Let's just empty our pockets of as much stuff as we can. I don't have enough carrots. Do I buy the carrots?
へい、いらっしゃい。今日はどんな用事？これでいい？じゃあまたバイビー。
Great. Maybe you want to deliver a curry to yourself. Maybe deliver one to me. Meet my dinosaurs, but humans too can also breathe the flames. You should just not serve it. Okay, yeah, renovate your place with concrete. Ah! Are you saying that I am not human? Then what am I? You're a ninja. Butts. Alright, let's get you that. Actually, let's talk to Jiro one more time and see if he wants anything. I suck. But at least I got the curry order. Oh my god. Oh my god! We got a curry order! Oh, we're so close! There's nobody else that's gonna want curry at this time of night. It's just the grown-up adult boys who want to stand around and drink stuff, and I guess technically this is probably... But okay, Jiro's gone, I guess, because I have to go home now. Well, too bad about your ramen order, Saburo, but nobody gives a shit about your ramen. Should have just walked over there and got some. Could have stayed in there all night and chatted with Yoyoko all evening. That would have been great.
Shin-nosuke, 大好き.
All right. This should be the end of the game. Yes, I do. In a brand new spot. 23 hours.
今日から朝の体操にあの二郎さんがいるようです。
At the very end. You bet, Jiro. Now there's room because there's no dinosaurs.
素晴らしい今日が来た昨日の次だみんなで体操深呼吸ぐるりと回って1、2の3
では、いただきます。
Look at that good breakfast.
いただきます。
さてと、ごちそうさまでした。
ごちそうさまでした。
Oh, it is all the fish I caught travelogue, yeah.
日曜の朝ごはんの後、野原家の人々は春日部へ帰るため駅へ向かいます。
It is definitely one of those, like, we're gonna have to travel all day. I imagine he's gonna fall asleep again. He's gonna wake up and think that he's in, like, they're back in the loop, though.
また来てね。
Oh, cool.
毎年来ていいからね。みんながいなくなると寂しくなっちゃう。
忘れ物がないように春日部に帰っても健康に気をつけて。
本当にお世話になりました。
僕も春日部に行ってみたいな。
私との思い出忘れないでね。僕のロボットにしんちゃんって名前つけるよ。
That's cool.
恋矢のごとし一期一会でも僕も忘れない。
ほら帰ってもみんなと一緒だぞ。遊ぼえたい。ファイヤー。
ファイヤ
ヨヨコを幸せにするんだよ。絶対だよ。
ありがとうございます。絶対に幸せにします。
2歳も春日部で頑張ってね。
おっと、そろそろ列車の時間だ。
ありがとうございました。
短い間だったけどありがとう。また来るね。じゃあバイバイ。
I wonder how the loop works. Oh, there's all that shiso I missed. Give me an animated closing, please. Oh well, close enough.
すべては一瞬の出来事で。
Pulls out a remote, hits the button, boom.
いつもと同じ景色。でもそれは繰り返しのリプレイではなく、新しい時間の新しいしんのすけ。
Ooh.
ほら、この景色知ってるぞ。でも新しい景色だぞ。
Keep the camera, I guess. But it had lyrics.
うちには東京ファミリー王国のチケットないの？うん、また今度ね。
行くんだったらおにぎり作って持っていこうぜ。
じゃあ何を入れるのがいい？おかか！
The department was called Laugh Creation. It's the name of the company. This was fun, wasn't it, Texan? This is a really good play it forward. This is relaxing and tense. Got some shit I gotta get done. What a goofy ass concept. It's funny because, like, I was saying this to Heather earlier, actually, that it's like the game has a clock. You don't get to just, like, you don't just get to, like, burn through it incredibly fast. You can, because you can just go to bed after dinner. What kid wants to do that? Or you can stay out as late as you possibly can. You can do as many things as you possibly can. You can play dinosaur battles till your ears fall off. But there's a clock, and when you get to the end, it feels like no matter what happens, like if I spent, the thing I don't understand, because I didn't really look into it, if you spend all day out just fishing and catching bugs, let's say, right, in the first week, I don't think, it's Kumamoto. I don't think if you spend all day out that you like how would that push the story forward? But it would have to, because is it just going to be like, well, until you talk to everybody and until you talk to everybody like off like in the off of doing like all the other stuff you were doing, like when you're not fishing and catching bugs. If you don't talk to them, it wouldn't drive the game forward. But somehow I feel like the game has to be driven forward. Otherwise, you could just end up looping and looping over and over. But maybe you do. Like maybe it's just like through the process of just being bored and wanting to talk to people. Okay, so Jeannie M says, yeah, if you just, as you're talking to people, if you don't talk to people to try to drive things forward, then the game will just kind of keep bringing you back in a loop until you've talked to everybody, which is an interesting idea too, right? Could literally have an endless summer vacation if you want. Okay. All your saved summer memories, items other than dino cards do not carry over. Oh, so basically, everything I've caught, all my food, probably my money. So yeah, the dino card's the only thing I think in my inventory that would carry over, which is fine. All my catches all carry over, but who cares because I caught everything. It's just about catching more of like the things I didn't catch and then doing the curry things to fill in. I mean, yeah, why wouldn't you just save at this point? Complete game. And that's it. That's Shin-chan, me and the professor on summer vacation, the endless 7-day journey. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We are not playing a new game. Does it have the NG Plus in there? I have no idea how you would even set that. But let's go back to the booth. Hey guys, thank you for being here for the whole Play It Forward. I'm glad we could actually get this done when we did. It was kind of up in the air after what happened last night, whether or not I was going to continue it on for one. It's like, if I'd finished got all the main climax stuff done, it's like, well, would I stick around and do more things? So the fact that the climax, like we lost everything from the climax, we had to do it again, was kind of a blessing in disguise because we got to actually finish everything together. I get to finish it at this point in the week. It does mean that the next PIF is going to wait a little bit, but hey, that's fine. Somebody else is probably getting set up for that right now, and when James returns home, which he probably will be returning home pretty damn soon, then he can have all that set up for the next one. You'll be hearing about that when people are ready to do it. But with that, that is the show. You've been watching Play It Forward on Loading Ready Run's Endless Entertainment Network. I'm Beige. Thank you for joining me for the game. The previous episodes of this are on YouTube. You can go check them out on the youtube.com/loadingreadylive. Check out all of our other channels we have there too. The Loading Ready Run channel has links from there to all the other channels. Basically any video, I think we have links to all the other channels that we operate. Plus there's the channels list that's there too. So you can support what we do with the patreon.com/loadingreadyrun is a great way to do that. You could also just do it through YouTube by giving super thanks on videos that you enjoy. You can also just become a member of the main channel. That's a way to do it too. You can also go to the store. Please go to the store. Let's all go to the store. store.loadingreadyrun.com to get playmats and shirts and posters, and I think we have dice trays still, and we have dice vaults. Actually, check out our dice vaults. I really like them. They're Wenge hardwood and turquoise inlay. Like, it's pretty damn nice. If you need a dice vault, excuse me. And there's lots and lots of pins. Yes, that's right. Lurbot has pointed out as well that there's lots and lots of pins. Is there progress in the Moonbase pre-order packages? There is progress, but I will be releasing an update about that later. Maybe I'll try to get that update done this week. But there's progress, so let's just start with that. Moving on to other, and then also you can back us on Twitch. Twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun is the channel, but you can subscribe, and you can also back us with bits. And if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you also have a Twitch Prime sub that's probably just unused. You have to renew it every month. So use it for us, use it for somebody else, but use it because you have kind of paid for it, even though you're not really paying for it. You're taking their money anyway and giving it to somebody else, and that's important. And that's pretty much everything. If you, go look at the other things that we do. That's it. I'm going to say goodnight now so that I can get on with the rest of my evening. And I hope you enjoyed spending a bit of your evening or daytime or night shift with me. Have a good night, everybody.